So moving to the next question, which of the following statements about the composition of vapor over an ideal 1:1 molar mixture of benzene and toluene is correct? Assume that the temperature is constant at 25 degrees Celsius. Given vapor pressure data at 25 degrees Celsius is benzene 12.8 kilopascal while toluene 3.85 kilopascal. The first option is not enough information is given to make a prediction. Second is the vapor will contain a higher percentage of benzene. Third option, the vapor will contain a higher percentage of toluene. And fourth option is the vapor will contain equal amount of benzene and toluene. Now see, in this question, we are taking 1:1 molar mixture of benzene and toluene, and we know that they form ideal solution. Now we have to find out the percentage of benzene and toluene in the vapor phase and then relate the correct option. This question is very simple question. Here the information is given that vapor pressure of benzene in pure state is 12.8 kilopascal while for toluene it is 3.85 kilopascal. Higher the vapor pressure in liquid state or pure state, it means more volatile is that component. And we know that the component which is more volatile, that will be always richer in the vapor phase. So in vapor phase, the percentage of benzene should be higher than toluene. So second option is the vapor will contain a higher percentage of benzene. That is the correct answer. So correct option is answer 2. So let us see the next question, question number 173. Which of the following biphenyls is optically active? And in all the four options, biphenyl and substituted biphenyls are given. Now remember one thing, benzene is planar and biphenyl is also planar. Whenever only one side chain is present or group is present at ortho position, meta position or para position, then planarity of biphenyl is retained. But when ortho position is substituted in both the rings, the molecule loses its planarity and it becomes non-planar. Whenever it becomes non-planar, its mirror image becomes non-superimposable, and such type of substituted biphenyls are optically active. So in the four options given here, the third one is the correct answer. So answer is third option. Now next question is question number 174. Which of the following reagent would distinguish cis-cyclopenta 1,2-diol from the trans isomer? Now see here, cyclopenta, this is cyclopenta cis 1,2-diol, or compound may be trans 1,2-diol. These two compounds has to be distinguished, and the four options given are aluminium isopropoxide, second option is acetone, third option is ozone, fourth one is MnO2. Here only acetone can be used to distinguish cis-cyclopenta 1,2-diol and trans cyclopenta 1,2-diol. Now see the reaction. This is cis isomer if treated with acetone. Acetone is ketone. All ketones reacts with 1,2 compounds, 1,2-diol, it means glycol, and basically the reaction is removal of water molecule or formation of cyclic ketals. So in this case, such type of compounds will be obtained. This is the formation of ketal. However, if both the OH groups are on the opposite side of plane, the formation of ketal cannot take place. So, acetone can be used to distinguish these two compounds. And correct answer of this question is second option. So, next question of today's paper, question number 175. The correct statement regarding a carbonyl compound with a hydrogen atom on its alpha carbon is. Four options are given. First one is a carbonyl compound with a hydrogen atom on its alpha carbon rapidly equilibrates with its corresponding enol and the process is known as keto-enol tautomerism. Second statement is a carbonyl compound with a hydrogen atom on its alpha carbon never equilibrate with its corresponding enol. Third statement is a carbonyl compound with a hydrogen atom on its alpha carbon rapidly equilibrate with its corresponding enol and this process is known as aldehyde ketone equilibrium. The fourth one is a carbonyl compound with a hydrogen atom on its alpha carbon rapidly equilibrate with its corresponding enol and this process is known as carbonylation. Now see, if any aldehyde or ketone, it means a carbonyl compound, if it contains alpha hydrogen atom, then compound can show tautomerism and this type of tautomerism is called keto-enol tautomerism. So see the first option, a carbonyl compound with a hydrogen atom on its alpha carbon rapidly equilibrate with its corresponding enol. That statement is absolutely fine statement. Alpha hydrogen atom can be lost as a proton and then it converted into enol and these two substance exist in dynamic equilibrium with each other. Process is known as keto-enol tautomerism. So, in the given four option, the first option is absolutely correct option.